Good day, I am Natasha Nicole Rosales from SIA CE1C, and I am here to explain and introduce to you my community. Let's first tackle the steps in creating a sustainable and working community. First step is locate a place. Make sure that the place is safe and it is near a sea or river or any water sources. Make sure that this place is not so prone to disasters, especially to landslides. And step 2 is utilize the sea or the river, create dam and use the water for water sources because we human needs a water. And next is build a company with machines for water treatment because we can't drink directly to the water that we get from the sea or from the river. So we need some machines and other necessary treatment for the water. And step 3 is cut trees to build houses, and make sure also that you will not cut every trees around or all the trees in that place, so that we can ensure that it also has a fresh air because trees are very important in community. Next is step 4. It's create a pathways. Make the pathways that is capable to any type of vehicle and other transportations, because this could be the veins of our community where every place and part of our community will be connected to each other. And step 5 is the center of the community. This is the center of the community where the hospital, the main police office, the company, and other etc. that connected to economic and to the community. It is there, the center of the community. And step 6 is the food sources. Of course, we cannot live without food, so we should allocate a land for farming and gardening and other food that we can plant and etc. And step 7 is the sea life. So let's make sure that there are people also living in the sea, to make sure that it is maintained the cleanliness, and also that people or the community also could have a seafood. And step 8 is build a different religion's temple. So our faith is really important, and we cannot also make sure that all of the people will have one religion. Of course, we have different faith, we have different beliefs. So to make sure, let's build a temple for all religions and make sure that there is no dominant religion to avoid chaos. Now let's go to the step 9, the barangay hall. Let's put every barangay a barangay hall, so that the barangay could be organized and there is a leadership to maintain the peaceful cleanliness and for the overall welfare. And step 10 is the convenience store. Of course, here in the Philippines, we all have a store na maliit in every barangay. So let us allow the people to have one in every barangay, so that it would be less hassle for the people, and so that they could go to or they could buy something that they need basic needs or etc., that they don't have to go to the center of the community just to buy that. Okay, and step 11 is vulnerable support center. This is very important in community, especially to those people that has no money, who has no family already to accommodate their needs and etc. So let's build a center where it produce a child care, old care, and mental health counseling, I mean. And step 12, recreational area. Let's allocate a area where people could go. Let's say it's a park or just an open space for the people to have time to talk and to have their time or their alone time and or with their friends and families. And next is step 13. Let's build let's give a space for the businessmen, for them to use their business minded, and for our economic growth. And step 14 is drainage. Maintain cleanliness for our healthy living, and make sure that this drainage is connected also to every part of the community. And step 15 is let's install a solar panels and wind turbines to have an electricity, and let's make sure that this electricity is free, because I think electricity is the one of the biggest problem of the community, because it is so expensive, and it's sad, and also if our electricity is free, I can assure that our economy could also grow. And step 16 is let's allocate a land for airport where our citizens or other foreign community could visit our community also. And step 17 is gasoline. This is the number one problem of the Philippines, so where we don't own our own gasoline. So let's make sure that our gasoline is free, so so we would not experience any inflation, I mean. And step 18 is let's allow youth or our citizen to involve in non-governmental organization or NGOs, so that our overall welfare of the community will be assured or secured. Now let's move to step 19, bomba. Not a bomb like it will explode, but rather a water well. That's the right word. A water well. Let's install a water well on every barangay in a community, so it would be another water source for the people. And step 20, make sure that electricity and water is accessible. Of course, let's make sure that the water and electricity is accessible to every houses, every part of our community. And step 21 is government. Let's make this community a democracy where people could have their freedom of speech, freedom of expression, or their own rights. So, and also having a government in a community, we can assure that the peace would be maintained and also the cleanliness, because we have our leader who could organize us and who could maintain the peaceful of the community. And that's all. Thank you for listening for the steps in creating a sustainable and working society or community. Now let's move on to our blueprint. So this is my community. This is how it looks like. So at the upper left, we can see the sea life, where it has a sea or water, and it has also a store, houses, and as you can see that there's a tree, because again, trees is very important in our community. And next, the below that, it has the residential area, and the right side of the residential area is where our water would be treated, so that the clean water that would be contributed or will be spread to the all over the community, we can assure that it is clean. And below that, below the residential area and the water treatment area, is there we could have the farming or gardening, where our food would be get that from. The next is the right side of the farm. We can see the solar panels and wind turbines, where we could where the electricity source is located. And the upper or the next area or the upper area of the electricity source is what we call the center of our community, where the hospitals, communities, company, other economic needs is there. And right side of that, the upper right side of that, is where our recreational area, where people could chit chat and such. And below that is our school. There has an elementary and the university one for college. And below that is another residential area, and the right side of that is our airport. And upper of the airport is another residential area, and next one is another residential area. So that's the overall appearance or overall map of our community. So after discussing the overall map of my community, this is my blueprint for the drainage, water sources, and the electricity. The blue one is the water, and the red one is the electricity, and the white or yellow one is the drainage or waste area. And as you can see at the bottom, there is a drainage and or waste area, so we can assure that the community is clean and the cleanliness will be maintained. And that's all, everyone. Thank you for listening. And again, I am Natasha Nicole Rosales from SEA CE1C, and that is my community. And that's all. Thank you.